Konnichiwa subscribers. Oh sorry, you have not subscribed yet. Subscribe right now for more content. So finally the most awaited game of 2020 is now in our hands, obviously. We're talking about the Cyberpunk 2077. And you guys might be wondering that if your PC can really run Cyberpunk 2077, so don't worry guys, we are here for you. Before the game came into our hands, many websites and social medias were posting many benchmarks, but it was not sure that these are real or not. So now when the game has been released finally across the globe, we can now have the original benchmarks. After watching this video, you will be able to gain an idea on whether this game will run on your PC or not. So basically, you will find total 6 videos on these benchmarks that we have tested. The first 2 videos are on the NVIDIA GTX 16 series GPU's performance on the both AMD and Intel systems. The next videos are on NVIDIA RTX series 1st gen GPUs, and the last 2 videos are on the RTX series 2nd gen GPU. Today in this video, you will be able to see the AMD Ryzen and NVIDIA GTX series GPU based on the benchmarks in 4 settings: low, medium, high and ultra. So without any further delay, let's crank up the video. Before entering into the benchmarking zone, let me inform you all that all the benchmarking results are valid from AMD Ryzen 3 3100 to AMD Ryzen 7 5900X with these GPUs. However, there will be 5 to 10% difference on the values depending on the type of PC configurations. So first we have tested in low settings, which means every single graphical settings are selected in low type, and as you all know that these GPUs does not have DLSS feature, so in all tests DLSS will not play any role. The resolution we have chosen is 1920 into 1080p and all the drivers are completely updated. So in GTX 1650 we are touching on average 48 FPS, GTX 1650 Super we are touching on average 70 FPS, and now on GTX 1660 we are touching an average 80 FPS. Similarly, the GTX 1660 Super are touching an average 83 FPS, and finally GTX 1660 Titan we are able to touch an average 90 FPS. Moving on to our next settings, that is medium quality. We are keeping everything in medium and keeping the resolution same as 1920 into 1080p. So in GTX 1650 we are touching an average 39 FPS, GTX 1650 Super we are touching an average 50 FPS. Now on GTX 1660 we are getting 66 FPS. Similarly on GTX 1660 Super are touching an average 70 FPS, and finally GTX 1660 Titan we are able to touch an average 87 FPS. Jumping on to our next settings, that is high quality. With the same 1920 into 1080p resolution, we are getting in GTX 1650 an average 28 FPS, and GTX 1650 Super we are touching an average 38 FPS. Now on GTX 1660 we are getting an average 54 FPS. Similarly, the GTX 1660 Super we are touching an average 58 FPS, and finally GTX 1660 Titan we are able to touch an average 70 FPS. So finally on to our last settings, that is ultra quality. With the same resolution we are getting average 18 FPS in GTX 1650, 25 FPS in GTX 1650 Super, 42 FPS in GTX 1660, 48 in GTX 1660 Super, 52 in GTX 1660 Ti. So that is up for today's video. Hope you like our video, and if you find it informative, then smash the like button. And if you don't want to miss the upcoming videos regarding this topic, then just subscribe with the notification bell. So right now gamer, I'm signing off, and let's discuss again in the next videos. Sayonara.